Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode. I am certainly prompted to provide this update in the moment, although it has been on my mind for the past 3 weeks. So, literally, moments ago, the Associated Press announced that Putin has announced a military operation in Ukraine. So, as we know, over the past few weeks, the Russian military has been staging and more troops have been arriving close to or near the border of Ukraine. And I was just taking a look at some of the aspects, planetary aspects, relative to the birth chart of the United States, specifically the Sibley chart. And as you can see, on March 2nd, in a couple of weeks, we will have a new moon. And this new moon will be at 12 degrees of Pisces. This new moon at 12 degrees of Pisces, which is right here highlighted in green, actually forms a square aspect to the degree of the natal ascendant of the Sibley chart, which is 12 Sagittarius. So certainly the United States will move into a phase of experiencing more stress and more challenges. The opportunity becomes, will the U.S. Embrace the challenge as a growth opportunity to move forward, specifically with world peace in mind, considering what the circumstances are. In addition to that, this same new moon forms a trine aspect to the natal sun of the Sibley chart, where we have the sun at 13 degrees of Cancer. Well, in this chart, the sun rules Leo, and Leo is on the cusp of the ninth house. Well, the ninth house is foreign nations, foreign lands, and obviously, this conversation between the United States and Russia, and potentially China with Russia, and the United States with China, and Britain will certainly chime in on the equation, and other nations will too, I suspect or anticipate. All of that represents foreign lands. Also, on the same day of the new moon, we have transiting Venus, transiting Mars, and transiting Pluto, conjunct the natal Pluto of the Sibley chart. So you can see those right there. Some may be reminded that Mars is exalted in Capricorn, and many military generals have Mars in Capricorn prominently in their charts, prominently displayed in their charts in the 10th house. Pluto is the planet that symbolizes power, that power associated with earthquakes, atomic energy. Pluto also rules global wars and crime, and certainly depending on what actions are taken by the leaders of the various nations involved in this conversation, it could potentially become a global war. Of course, we hope for peace, we pray for peace, and we don't want a global war, but that is a possibility. Of course, we want to keep that probability very close to zero. And then in this chart, Pluto is the ruler of the 12th house. So the 12th house, according to some texts, is the house of secrets, secret enemies. It's the house of self-undoing, the house of confinement, and the house of hospitals. So we also know it's most unfortunate that when there is war, there are always casualties on both sides of the argument. And unfortunately, innocence may be caught up in the crossfire, and they too can end up in places of confinement or hospitals. So this one certainly is not a most pleasant update, but I would encourage everyone to pay attention to international news under the circumstances, and certainly pay closer attention as this new moon at 12 degrees of Pisces is upon us, and also as transiting Venus, transiting Mars, conjoined transiting Pluto, which makes some conjunction to the natal Pluto of the United States. And I will add, this is the only first contact for the Pluto return of the United States. The very last contact will take place in October of 2023, it will be the fourth contact. And the fourth contact actually stands out because 27 degrees of Capricorn is the station degree, meaning it will turn retrograde, station, and turn direct at 27 degrees of Capricorn. So stay tuned, and I'll provide another update soon. Take care. Okay.